I don't know why I keep getting knocked off. Well, welcome back to the craziness. I think I'm gonna give you everybody some color. I don't know why everybody hate this hair. I like it. I like the hair. I don't know why y'all don't like it, but I like it, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, it's do I like the hair, not do you like the hair. It's do I like the hair, and I like it. I know somebody gonna uh, watch this back and be like, "What is she talking about?" I forgot to do my eye treatment. I don't know if this is making a difference or not. Sometimes I think some of these products are just products and they don't do do much. Because this girl said in 21 days her skin changed using all this stuff I brought. And I have been using it for a week and I don't see any changes really. So now I'm starting to think these people got over on me. Does anything ever work that you buy really anyway? I can't tell. Hello, Sherwin William. How you doing? Good evening. I don't know if that made a difference, but here we are. Under eye. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm great. You know, it's a Tuesday. You know, I'm off work. I'm relaxed. My mind is free. You know what? Let me tell you guys. I almost forgot. I almost forgot. So I was at work, right? Thank you. I was at work and I got my what you call that review from my boss. I got my review, and I'm doing great. I got a really good score. He told me I'm doing great. I got a really good score. So, you know, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about, you know, him recognizing, you know, that I'm doing great. You know what I mean? I had this boss. I've been at the same job for 7 years, but I've had this boss for almost this is going on the second year. My other boss left, and then now I got a newer boss, and going through the last cycle tax cycle with him was stressful, to be honest. And I told him that. But this year, you know, things are a little bit different because I added more technology and changed the process to what we do and took a lot of long steps and made them shorter and all that because he allowed me to just get out there and just do what I want. And I didn't have that previously, you know, under another person. I wasn't allowed to just, you know, go at it and just do whatever. But this time I was able to, so it made the process better, smoother and shorter. So shout out to me. No, I'm not in New York. I'm in Indiana. You look like Cardi B. Don't tell Cardi B that, because she going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? But in a chubby version, I'm in Indiana, Midwest, Indy 500 basketball, the Hoosier State, Hoosiers. Yeah, they said I'm chubby. I'm not chubby. Chubby is somebody else. I'm a fat person, not chubby. Hair looks messy. Shine, 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 shine. Can I be real with you, Shine? It's 7:48 p.m. on a Tuesday night, the night before Christmas Eve, and people outside scrambling to get gifts for people that they don't even like. Okay? It is, and it's a bad time for a lot of people because they don't have the money to even buy gifts. Okay? So, as far as my hair is concerned, it is what it is. You mean the hairline? What's going on? Why are you checking for the hair? The hairline? Who cares? Who cares? We live in a fake world. Let me live in my fantasy. Okay? Let me live in my fake world fantasy. Alright? None of it's real. The hair not real. Hell, I'm not even real. I'm a fake person. Women with belly look good. Shout out to you, Sherwin. A lot of people scared of belly. They scared of they think the belly's gonna suck them in, and they'll disappear for the rest of their life. So there's a lot of fear. A lot of fear out there. That's why people shame people that are big, because they fear them. Gorlock. What the hell that mean? Look. I don't know your Dungeons and Dragons names and stuff. I don't know nothing about that. My eye hurt. How you doing, HR? How you doing? Now my eyes hurt. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to, where we try to figure out what in the world the term Gorlock is. We trying to figure that out. I hope everybody got all their Christmas gifts, or you didn't buy gifts for people you don't like. Don't buy no gifts for people you don't like. You know what I mean? No, you look it up. Why you in here? But yeah, buy gifts for people you love and you care about. Okay, buy gifts for those people. Christmas is supposed to be a time of happiness. Merry Christmas to you, HR. Don't let nobody give you any type of bad vibes or kill your energy during this time of peace and relaxation and family gathering. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is, your auntie, your grandma. You may have to tell them off so you can have a peaceful day. Or don't go to their house. If they give you a horrible time every holiday, don't go over there. Create your own tradition and celebrate at your own house. Eat how you want to eat. Don't go over to somebody's house and they always fixing the same thing. You don't want to eat that, or they always got a whole bunch of questions about your life. They want to know when you gonna get a new boyfriend, when you gonna get a new job, what's wrong with you, why you always upset, why you always look sad, and all. And just question after question after question. Save yourself some grief. And stay at home, enjoy your bucket of ice cream and your slice of cake or whatever, and your little turkey dinner or whatever it is, your tacos or your sushi. Don't get yourself stressed out over family. Do you wear a crop top? This is a crop top. Yeah, I wear crop tops all the time. I'm a crop top queen. I love crop tops. Now, years ago, I didn't used to wear that kind of stuff, but I have gotten older and I love it. I love a good crop top. I have no problem wearing them. I know that's right. How to speak? How to spell? I'm sorry. How to spell? Yes, yes, yes. I love crop top. I'm more of a dress person. Crop top, skirt. I'm not a pants person. I mean, I got pants on now, but they very soft. They're not jeans or nothing like that. They kind of like this material type of pants. I don't normally wear pants. I don't like them. I'm a dress. I like dresses, things that flow. Not tight fitting clothes. I don't like wearing tight clothes. Tight clothes don't look good on the body for me. Not for me. But welcome back, Woo Woo. I don't like tight fitting stuff, but I do like flowy dresses, skirts. You know, I have my looks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love a good I love a crop. I try to get my cousin to wear crop tops. She won't do it. She's like, oh no, oh no, I'm not wearing that. Nope, she won't do it. But it's so freeing to, I'm more of a, I like more, not revealing, but more feminine, very feminine like things. You know what I mean? I don't want to walk around looking like no dude. I gotta have my earrings on. I gotta have my nails on. I gotta have, earrings, nails, wear a dress. I think I get that from my grandma. My grandma always wore dresses, earrings, and a red lip. So that's what I do. But anyway, it's going to be Christmas. I hope everybody is prepared. Did you wrap all your gifts? Did you take your stuff back? And don't buy nobody nothing that they don't want. Get them a gift card. Get a gift card. Save yourself some drama. So you won't get that text message or that phone call. Where'd you get this? Because it don't fit. You don't celebrate Christmas? I feel that. Can we see the belly? No. What? This is not OnlyFans. This ain't SSBBW OnlyFans page. That ain't what this is. I remember one time I joined a SSSBBW site because I thought that would be cool. It was a dating site. SSSBBW. And the men on there, about a couple of them told me I need to get off of there because I'm too little. I said, huh? They said I was too little to be on there. I got a couple of those messages, and I said, well, I guess there ain't no use in being on here. And then when I read about it more deeply, I was too little to be on there. You got to be, I didn't understand SSBBW, I guess, at the time. That is super plus. Super size, super plus. And I wasn't that. And they wasn't interested. I said, nah, I'll be damned. I can't believe I'm too small for somebody. Never happened in a day in my life. But I'm tall. I'm a tall person. I'm 5'6", which is extremely tall for a woman. I'm very tall. But I guess I wasn't fat enough. That was the issue. I used to go on all kind of dating. I used to go on sites all the time. When I was younger, I used to go on all the little dating sites. Cupid, trash. I used to go on, I even tried eHarmony. Horrible. Uh, what was that one called? Baidu. Went on there. I went on some crazy stuff. And I met some crazy people. And then one day, my mind came together. And I said, okay, I don't think I'm going to do this no more. These people are nuts. I met so many crazy people. I'm like, people. And then people wouldn't show up dressed up. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't believe you dressed up. I didn't know you was going to look like that. Sir, what do you have on? Why you got on a crop top with a hole in it? What's going on? You knew you was going to meet me today. You show up in a crop top with your belly hanging out from the bottom. Not a good look. I'm a medium-sized meal. Yeah, I'm an open-minded person. Very open-minded. I pride myself on that. Being understanding, open-minded, or whatever. I'm direct, though. I am direct. Very direct. I'm nice. Sometimes. Not all the time. I'm not controlling. I'm nice sometimes, but it's not an everyday thing. I gotta keep you on your toes. I can't let you get comfortable. That kind of energy. I can't let you get too comfortable. Are you argumentative? No. I don't argue, and I don't do chaos. I don't do drama. You mean what just happened? Can you hear me? Ugh. I don't know if y'all can hear me. How do I get... Oh, you can hear me? Okay, good. Because my mama called. She be calling me, asking me all kinds of stuff about recipes. I don't... She always want to make a cake or cookie. I don't want to make no cake or cookie. Not today, anyway. But anyway, yeah. So no, I don't argue with people. I don't fight with people. I don't do none of that. You be fighting by yourself in the dark. I know there's a lot of women out here who like to tussle, slash your tires, draw on your car, punch you in the face, slap you in your sleep, all that kind of stuff, and fight you at the restaurant, drag you by your hair, across the parking lot. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women that do all of that. I can't do that. I like peace too. I like peace and quiet. I don't want to do all that. You know what I mean? If you want to fight like that, you need to go get in the ring with a orangutan or something. I'm not doing that. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? How you doing, Tyler? Oh, hurt my hand. At the theater. Not at the theater. Yeah, I have a different kind of personality. But I am I'm a mature adult person. I don't feel like fighting you. I feel like if you can't make me laugh and I can't have fun, then we can't be together. That's how it goes. Because I'm okay being by myself. I'm okay with that. If it comes down to it and I gotta be by myself, I just be by myself. I'm fine with it. Yeah. Trying to find a good time, yes. I want to do interesting stuff and, painting and, doing whatever. Long as my life is not at risk. Like if a man likes to go camping, excuse me, if he likes to go camping, he can't choose me. Cause I don't do camping. I'll do everything else but that. Camping in the woods is something I'm not going to do. I'll do everything else but that. But I'm a nice companion, to have fun, talk, if that's what you're into. Now, if you're into lying and cheating, you might as well just leave me alone, because I will leave you. I won't stay. You can test me all you want. You be testing by yourself, because I leave. Talking at the movie theater. I don't be talking at no movie theater. You be doing that? I don't do that. I don't believe in dates at the movie theater. I think having dates at the movie theater, that's a waste of time. You go to the movies when you establish, when y'all really a couple, when you ain't got to talk to each other. That's when you go to the movie theater. You know what I mean? You don't go to no movie theater on no brand new, fresh date, fresh relationship. Have you been skiing? Whoa, skiing? I don't even know if they make a snowsuit in my size. I don't know about that. That sounds scary. I don't know about skiing. That sounds like something that's a big risk. Because what if I get on the slope and then there's a polar bear chasing me down the mountain? I don't want to have to deal with that. Or there's an avalanche or something. I don't want to put my life at risk. So that's a no. I know people do that for adventure and fun. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. That's a no. I'm not an outdoors person. I mean, I am and I'm not. Camping and hiking, I could probably do hiking. But camping and all that, I don't want to do skiing, skydiving, risking your life, jumping in the river, ocean. I ain't doing that. I'm not going to battle my life with a beaver in the river. I ain't doing that. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Mercy. Yeah, I would, I don't know. I won't say I won't do those things. I'm saying that there's a big if or big I don't know. Good evening, Ward. How you doing? Mark Henry, here you come again with this. I don't even know who that is. You keep saying the same thing over and over again. Who the hell is Mark Henry? There you go, Michael. That's true. That is true. Yeah, somebody gotta find me. You know what I mean? I've already looked and did all that. I don't look no more. I ain't looking. You know what I mean? I don't be looking. Person that's meant for me gonna come to me at the right time in the right place in my life. Do you have any piercing? I had a nose piercing 2 years ago, but I messed it up. And so I have to get it again. Because I really liked the nose piercing. I thought it was cute. If you look at some of my videos about 2 years back, you'll see the nose piercing over here. The only thing I have is a second hole I have 2 holes here. That's it. I don't have nothing fancy going on. No fancy belly ring and all that. I don't have all that. You know, because it might get lost. I ain't got time to be having no infected belly button. We are not discussing anything but relationship or doing adventures, really. Doing adventurous things. You know, when you're dating. Interesting dates, I guess. What makes me laugh? I don't know. Just regular, just life. Just regular stories, life. That's it. You know. Yeah, they will find me. That's what I'm talking about, Michael. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody has to understand my language. You know, how I am. How, you know, I shouldn't have to explain to you how I am or what it or you should understand automatically. And that's the person. You know, I don't have to re-explain myself. Oh, that's not what I meant. If I got to do all that, if I got to walk all eggshells to talk to you and all this kind of stuff, you're not the person for me. You know, it is what it is. Any. Is that what you said? Any? Right. I don't have time for no belly button piercing to get lost. I ain't got time for that. I know there's big women that get them, but not me. I don't think that will work. But nose piercing, I'm not opposed to that. You know, I'm not opposed to that. I won't do nothing else because that's too much. You know, I don't want to get too crazy, like tattoos and all that. I don't think I want. It sound cute, but it sound painful. No. I prefer directness. I prefer you to tell me the truth, be direct, and not go around in a circle and you know and all that. To go straight for the throat. Tell the truth. I'm not a child. Tell me the truth. Say exactly what you want, so we won't misunderstand each other, so that you don't feel like you're not being heard and all that kind of stuff. Be direct. Be direct in what you want. I can't read your mind. I don't play mind games with people. I don't do that. I'm not gonna play mind games with you. Either you tell me, or I'm just gonna act like, hey, you didn't want anything. Yes, it's very important to be direct. What I do on the weekend. Right now it's winter time in Indiana, but usually when it's hot outside on the weekends, I get up on Saturday. Now I haven't been keeping to this routine in a minute because I've been busy doing other stuff. But usually my normal routine is to get up on Saturday, cook breakfast, get dressed, and go wash my car. You know, I like to go to the car wash the car. Maybe go pick up a few things for dinner, or go somewhere with a friend, or go have drinks or something like that. I'll go do something, and I come back to the house, you know, and go to sleep. Call me the sleep demon, because I go to sleep in a minute. If I have a choice really between sitting around eating something, I'd rather be asleep. I sleep a lot. Call me Sleeping Beauty. I will go lay down in a minute. I can sleep. Somebody could go like this, and I'm out. I'm a sleep person. If ain't nothing going on, I mean, I go out. We can go somewhere, we can do something, but if ain't nothing popping, if I'm not keeping myself busy with some type of project that I'm working on or something like that, I'm asleep. I'm the type of person you may be calling and texting for hours. I wonder why she ain't answering the phone, answering the text. I am asleep. I am knocked out. I am knocked out like somebody beat me up in the ring and just gone. I am asleep. I'm not a texter. I'm not a caller. I don't sit around and call you all day. I'm not going to call you on your lunch. I'm not going to call you and chase you down. I'm not popping up at your job. I'm not doing none of that. I won't do that. Now, if you want somebody to chase you down and all this kind of stuff, you got to find a woman that's willing to do all that. I won't do that. I won't chase you down. I'm on my own schedule, my own time. You may get a call from me once in a blue moon to make sure you're still alive. That's it. Oh, you still breathing? Oh, okay. That's it. Oh, you still alive? Yeah, there you go, Michael. There you go. Hey, how you doing, Hart? How you doing? What do you mean I'm rough? I'm not rough. I'm just real. I keep chaos out of my life. And the way to keep chaos and drama and having people bring chaotic stuff to my life is to protect my peace. And the way to protect my peace is to do the things that I want to do and do the things that make me happy and stuff like that. That's how I protect my peace. I ain't got time, for, some woman calling me and all this, and you got friends that's messy and all this kind of. By choice, I don't keep a lot of women around me. I don't keep a lot of women. The women I do know, they far away. They don't live nowhere near me. I see them every once in a blue moon. I'm not a person that keep a lot of people around me. I don't have time for that. There you go. Me. I don't like texting either. I'd rather you call me if you got a whole bunch of stuff to say. If you got a lot to say to me, call me on the phone. Don't be bashful in the relationship. Trinity. You ain't got yours done. Oh shoot, that's what I'm talking about. I redid mine. They read this time. They all read this time. So it'll change once you say yes. There you go, Michael. That's what I like to do. I'm a person that likes to also research and learn things and stuff like that interest me. So I spend a lot of time doing that. And once I get down a rabbit hole, I just keep going down and learning about whatever. I'm the type of person, instead of listening to a podcast, I'll listen to some type of audio book that'll help me with such and such. I'll listen to something about money, some type of money audio book, or I listen to, I'll watch YouTube video. There's a YouTube video, a course from Harvard that goes over computer science, and it's like 8 hours long. It's a very long video. That's the kind of stuff I like to watch. I like to watch stuff like that. I'll sit here and watch a TED talk or two. I'll do that. I like to watch stuff that make you think and improve, and it makes your critical thinking even sharper. I like that. I like stuff that's very interesting. That's why I can talk about just about anything, because I read a lot of stuff. I don't necessarily read a whole bunch of books all the time, but articles, journals, stuff, research stuff, I'll read that. I'll read, just different things. And just, putting more knowledge in my mind and stuff. Bob Proctor. No, I have not. Haven't heard of Bob Proctor. Is he on YouTube? I just like interesting stuff. And that's why I gotta have somebody who's just not gonna make me feel like I gotta go down a level because they not mentally, they don't have knowledge or something. And the person I gotta talk to gotta be smart. I don't feel like explaining a whole bunch of stuff. I'll look him up. I don't feel like having to explain stuff. Like even though I don't watch football per se, I'm not the type of person that'll sit next to you and ask you 50 million questions about, but what they doing now? What they doing now? Because I already have an idea of how it's done. You know what I mean? I already know some of my knowledge. I know, about the plays and the touchdown, the end zone, the flag. I know all of that stuff. I don't need to ask you 50 million questions on what they doing on their football field. Yeah, it's already knowledge in my mind. Okay? It's already knowledge in my mind. So a man don't mind you asking questions. That may be true or not true for some people, but I don't feel like going through all that. I know stuff, and if I want to know something, I'll go research it myself. I'm not going to sit here and ask you a million questions about it. I'll go look it up. Then if we have a conversation about it, then I can, have a good conversation with you about it because I've already done the research myself, so that information stays with me. If you tell me something, that information may not stay with me. But if I go and look it up, research it myself, that information will stick to me better. And then when we do have a conversation about it, I can be more engaged. You know what I mean? You don't have time for sports? Oh, Lord Jesus. The only sport that I find boring really is baseball. Baseball seems like it's too damn long, like a church service. So I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch no baseball. I don't want to watch no baseball or nothing like that. Football. I would rather watch football than basketball. Basketball is not enough of a challenge going on. You know what I mean? It's just them running up, down, putting the ball in the hoop. Football is a real challenge. That's a real challenge. Football is 3. Yeah, it's long, but baseball seems like it's 24 hours. Like it's never ending. It's a whole. It take up your whole day. Volleyball. I like volleyball. Now, can I watch it professionally? No, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch tennis. I don't like watching tennis, volleyball, golf professionally. I think that's boring. I don't want to watch none of that. Now, I'll go to the event if you want me to go. But to sit there and watch it on the TV, no. I've only been one time, and I don't think I stayed the whole game. We had a nice baseball park here in Indiana, or we used to. I don't know. I haven't been. I haven't been in years, but I didn't. I know I didn't stay that long. Baseball is just. Now, see, that's the only thing that sound right. Is the food be popping at the baseball field? That's what everybody say. No, I didn't stay because it was too long. It was too long. I mean, I'll go for a date. You know, if I go on a date or something and the dude is like, hey, I got some baseball tickets. We going to the game. All right, I'll get dressed. I'll go. I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. But, you know, I mean, yeah, I can go. I'll put on a cute outfit and go on to the baseball park with you so you can enjoy your sport. No problem. It's just something I wouldn't choose on my own. You can't remember last time you was on a date. Yeah, you had to get out there and get out there and date. You know, people are having interesting times. They getting ghosted on the date. There are people getting ghosted on the date. People asking, for sex. As soon as the check come, so now that I paid for that steak you had, yeah, that steak was good, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, I know that steak was good. So after I pay this bill, we going to my place, right? Now that's what people are asking for on dates these days. They want to get down to the nitty gritty. They want you to come to their house. I just live around the corner. You ain't gotta stay long. Just a little nightcap. Mm-hmm. What would you pick besides a walk in the park? Do I have stretch mark? Why would I have stretch mark? What would I pick besides a walk in the park? Well, you know what? I would pick my date if I had to arrange. If I could choose what I wanted to do on a date, it would have the person would take me to Chicago. Chicago. There's a place in Chicago. It's called Italy. Hold on. Let me look it up. Italy. Oh, it's called Italy. Eatly. Eatly. I would want to go there because that place for a date, it has a grocery store at the bottom. Hello, Clark. Merry Christmas. It has a hello. How to speak? It has Italy in Chicago has a grocery store at the bottom, and it has these ice cream shops at the bottom too. Then when you go to the top, it's all kind of meat and different things. There's a restaurant at the top, and there's a cooking class too. So you could take a cooking class. That'd be fun. And they serve my favorite ice cream. The ice cream they serve in that building tastes like the ice cream from Germany. That ice cream is so good. The first time I tasted it, My mind instantly went back to Germany, and I said, "Oh my God, I cannot believe this exists over here." I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh my God, this tastes just like German ice cream. Oh, so good." Okay, that's what I want to do. That Italy place, go there and that would be nice. And go get my popcorn, that caramel corn, that Garrett caramel corn. I gotta get that before I leave. And then walking, down on the Michigan whatever water Lake Michigan, whatever that is, that water. Walking up and down there, that'd be fun. But if I didn't do that, I would like to go to a play. I do like plays. Going to a play, going to, something like that. That would be fun. Simple stuff. Simple yet fun, interesting stuff. Nice stuff. I mean, we got places in Indiana. We starting to get better restaurants and better things to do here. Or, it's wintertime. We have apple orchards here in Indiana. So go and pick apples, stuff like that. Fun stuff. Go to the farmer's market, those are good dates. Buy some honey, buy a few things at the farmer's market, and then go home and make a charcuterie board. That kind of stuff. That, drink some wine. Apple cider, yes, all of that. Have a good time. Yeah, I'm into that. I'm into, having simple, good experiences. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It don't have to be overly crazy. I don't need to go on no helicopter ride. Because I don't want to get in no helicopter, to be honest. I don't want nobody to ever surprise me with that stuff. Don't do that. I don't want to get in no helicopter. I don't want to do none of that crazy shit. Just simple stuff that's fun. Like going to get ice cream, going for a walk, going to the zoo. I ain't been to the zoo in years. Going to the zoo. They got a place here, or going to the opera, going to the they got a place here called Candle of Lights, going to there. Not saving you the helicopter. Yeah, I don't need to do all that. I'm very simple. I mean, you gotta do something, but it ain't gotta be crazy. You know what I mean? It ain't gotta be nuts. I ain't into the crazy stuff. Like when people buy gifts for people, simple is better. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, that where they have all the candles. The last one they had, they did Lauryn Hill. It was like a Lauryn Hill concert by candlelight or something. I seen that. So, that sounds nice. Candlelit concert. That look fun. And I like to go to concerts too. My cousin down in Georgia, she loved to go to concerts. So the last concert I went to was Usher. I flew down to Georgia to meet her, and we went to see Usher. That was nice. I flew down there. I stayed down there for like 4 days, and I had a good time down there. Going out to eat with her, going to the concert. We went to 2 concerts. We went to go see. Well, one of them was a smaller concert before Usher. We went to go see Sheila E., and then we seen Usher the next day. And the whole time I was down there, people talking about, don't I know you from somewhere? I said, no, you don't know me. You ain't never seen me before. Where you see me before? So, I do like concerts and trips. I do like going on trips, concerts, that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy or wild. You know. It sounded like a date night event. Not the glamorous life. I wouldn't call it glamorous life, but Sheila E was great. She was great. I loved her. Had a good time. I like having a good. I just like laughing and vibing. You know, one thing I haven't been to is a poetry, like spoken word poetry. I want to go to one of those, you know, where they do poetry readings and stuff like that. You would definitely eat a pig feet for 5K. What the hell you would? Now, I didn't say if the pig foot was cooked or not. Would you eat a raw pig foot for 5K? I didn't say it was cooked. And now you gotta rethink that thing. I didn't say it was cooked. I don't know if you would eat it. You eat a pig foot raw. Oh, Lord, here you come with that again. Oh. No. I'm not a chef. Oh, they do? That sounds nice. I love, you know what I like? Cincinnati. Cincinnati's the bomb. In the summertime, I love Cincinnati. No, I have not changed my perspective on cooking for no man. I'm not cooking. I'm not your personal chef. You know, I'd rather spend my time looking nice and not worry about slaving over no stove. I'd rather look nice and not be cooking in the kitchen. Because to be honest, when you're doing all that cooking, your energy is drained, and then you don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel fun. You know, when you cooking like that, you don't feel fun, and you don't feel feminine at all. You feel like a worker, and I don't want to be a worker in a relationship. I want to have fun and do my thing. That's what I'm talking about, Desmond. Desmond said, I'm the cook. I cook the food. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't got time. I don't want to cook. I don't want to cook. I need to relax. I need to reserve my energy for other things. I need to reserve my energy. I ain't got time to be slaving over no stove, whipping something up. I don't need to whip it up. I got other things to do. I gotta figure out what dress I'm gonna wear, what earrings I'm gonna put on my ears, what I want to smell like for the day. I'm more concerned with that, not cooking no meal. So who gonna cook then? He gonna cook. He gonna cook. You gotta cook. If your woman is not your chef, how big is your cooter? What the hell is that? You gotta be direct in here. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not self-concerned. I am uh I am, uh, protecting my energy and my peace. the crazy. People ask them kind of questions. They ask me that question every live stream. I mean, he don't have to be no chef either. You don't have to cook. I don't have to cook either. Eat a snack. You know, we not each other's parent. You cook your own food. I cook my food. I don't eat nothing. Because sometimes I don't feel like eating. And I don't feel like slaving. I don't feel, there's a lot of mental work to go get ingredients, go to the store, battle with the people in the store, deal with that. Hello, Dave, how you doing? Deal with the people at the store, come back, unload the groceries, bring them in the house, take them and put them all in the refrigerator, and then sit there and try to figure out what you're going to cook, get all the pans out, cut up all the ingredients, put them all in the pan, fry, cook, watch the whole thing, and then serve it up, and then clean the dishes and all. I don't feel like clean all your I don't feel like doing all that. And I'm not self-indulging. I didn't say I don't eat nothing. I said sometimes I don't feel like cooking like that. I don't want to cook like that. I never said I don't cook at all. I said I don't want it to be my job to cook every day for somebody. I'm not your personal chef. I don't know what's so hard for you to understand. I don't want to cook every day for nobody. That's ridiculous. You know. Now, Desmond says he is a chef. And by that, he may think in his mind it's nothing for him to whip something up by scratch, whip up a recipe, whoop, 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 and cook it. Okay? That's his job to do that. So he may want to prefer to cook his food than going out to eat and all that kind of stuff. That's different. I don't want to do it because I don't want it to be my job to do that every day. And I don't feel like listening to somebody tell me they don't like this, they don't like that, they don't like this. Oh, I got I got stomach issues. Why'd you make it so spicy? Why you put dairy in there? I'm dairy, lactose intolerant. I need gluten free. I'm allergic to peanuts. I ain't got time to listen to all that.